Grounds for Hope by Rebecca Solnit. Your opponents would love you to believe that it's hopeless, that you have no power, that there's no reason to act, that you can't win. Hope is a gift you don't have to surrender, a power you don't have to throw away. And though hope can be an act of defiance, defiance isn't reason enough to hope. But there are good reasons. It's important to say what hope is not. It is not the belief that everything was, is, or will be fine. The evidence is all around us of tremendous suffering and tremendous destruction. The hope I'm interested in is about broad perspectives with specific possibilities, ones that invite or demand we act. It's not a sunny, everything is getting better narrative, though it may be counter to the everything is getting worse narrative. You could call it an account of complexities and uncertainties with openings. Critical thinking without hope is cynicism, but hope without critical thinking is naivete. The Bulgarian writer Maria Popova once remarked. And Patrice Cullors, one of the founders of Black Lives Matter, early on described the movement's mission as to provide hope and inspiration for collective action, to build collective power, to achieve collective transformation, rooted in grief and rage, but pointed towards vision and dreams. It's a statement that acknowledges that grief and hope can coexist. Hope locates itself in the premises that we don't know what will happen, and that in the spaciousness of uncertainty, you recognize that you may be able to influence the outcomes. You alone, or you in concert with a few dozen or several million others. Hope is an embrace of the unknown and the unknowable, an alternative to the certainty of both optimists and pessimists. Optimists think it will be fine without our involvement. Pessimists take the opposite position. Both excuse themselves from acting. It's the belief that what we do matters, even though how and when it may matter, who and what it may impact, are not things we can know beforehand. We may not, in fact, know them afterwards either, but they matter all the same, and history is full of people whose influence was most powerful after they were gone. The sleeping giant is one name for the public. When it wakes, we all wake up. We are no longer the public, we are civil society. The superpower whose non-violent means are sometimes for a shining moment more powerful than violence, more powerful than regimes or armies. We write history with our feet and with our presence and with our collective voice and vision. And yet, and of course, everything in the mainstream media suggests that popular resistance is ridiculous, pointless, or criminal, unless it is far away, was long ago, or ideally both. These are forces that prefer the giant remain asleep. Together, we are very powerful, and we have a seldom told, seldom remembered history of victories and transformations that can give us confidence that yes, we can change the world because we have many times before. You row forward looking back and telling this history as part of helping people navigate towards the future. We need a litany, a rosary, a sutra, a mantra, a war chant of our victories. The past is set in daylight, and it can become a torch we can carry into the night that is our future.